Red, blue, green, yellow. Now to you and me, those are merely colors. They're what we see every day. But for experimental indie rockers Color Music, they're sources of musical inspiration. Today, the set welcomes Color Music as they bring us into their world, and this world is unique and humorous as they come. Hi everyone, and welcome to The Set, the show that features the most promising musical acts from the rising Oklahoma music scene. I'm your host, David Burkhart, and today we'll be featuring one of the more unique acts to come out of Stillwater, Oklahoma, Color Music. But unique may be an understatement. For example, the guys all go by the name of Roy. Their influences include Color, Yellow Socks, and Taco Bueno. And although they always wear white, their personalities are just as colorful as the band's name. Now, I had a chance to catch up with them in their Stillwater home, and I found that although they were serious about their music, the guys with Color Music are anything but. Let's take a look. Meet Roy, and Roy of Color Music. They like to make songs for various different reasons.
Well, I mean, you know, the secret with this is consistency. I think if you do this for just 5 minutes a day, 5 days a week, I mean, I think you'll. How are you? Are you waking up now to the morning?
And they definitely like to march to the beat of their own drum. Their music gets to the point.
Aesthetically, it's about just having no filler. It's like trying to write songs where it's just the meat and bones. There's no, not trying to write something that's too grandiose. Just give the song and saturate it. And it's a songwriting approach that was important in the 60s. It doesn't feel like people concentrate that way anymore.
But even though the songs are quick and fun, it's not necessarily what you would hear on the radio. But that's what makes Color Music so special. The band's experimental songwriting has created quite a following in Oklahoma, and they, along with other bands like Kunik, are helping to change the perception of what Stillwater music is.
Usually we start off with one idea, either it's a vocal idea or a guitar idea or a drum idea, and drums do play a large role in how we come up with song ideas. Drum parts, not drummers.
The band wanted to perform their song Rock and Roll Polar Bear for the show.
It's really super poppy. I mean, people really get into it. My mom likes it.
Unfortunately, the British Roy had to fly out to Europe, so he couldn't make the show. But that's okay with the guys because they always have each other's back.
Oh, not cool, Roy.
Okay, well, maybe not. But when they're not knocking each other out, the guys are always working on their music, and they never stop having fun.
That's your money shot right there.
Performing Rock and Roll Polar Bear from their Yellow EP, ladies and gentlemen, this is Color Music.
to the mall. My car is a very fast. It can take us to the stars. Stars tonight, shining bright. You can be my diamond girl. Little bit of love, a little bit of love, little bit of love, little bit of love, a little bit of love, little bit of love, a 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 little bit of love.
Welcome back to the show. They're definitely one of the more unique bands to come out of Oklahoma, and you just saw them perform Polar Bear. And now joining me on the set are Roy and Roy of Color Music. Thanks for joining me, guys.
Thank you for having me.
Us.
It's a pleasure to have both of you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's talk about your concept for Color Music. How did you guys come together, and how did you guys come up with such a unique concept?
Well, the original idea was to write songs that were based on color as a way to not think about genre, but to actually think about music where it's visually inspired. And so that's how we started our songwriting approach, and we've gone from there. Our songs don't necessarily equate to those colors, but it's how we focus on it.
So you guys aren't necessarily indie rock, so to speak. So when somebody tells you, "Are you an indie rock band?" What do you say?
I mean, indie rock is such a big word. I don't know what that means. We're just a band that has kind of our own focus. We're trying to like carve out our own approach to what we're doing.
And how do the white outfits fit into all of that?
Wow. Well, in the first place, we kind of use these live to create the effect that we're a canvas, and so oftentimes people will project colors onto us. I think it also has to do with kind of the homogeneity of our identity too, that we're kind of all the same person. Hence the names.
And in my dissertation about it, it was really important to me to make sure that the concept of multicolors was used into our live performances.
Well, hey, it makes it easier on me too, having Roy and Roy. I don't have to forget the names of you guys.
Oh, it helps us too.
Right.
It really helps a lot, actually. So.
Well, kind of going to the indie term. Now, Oklahoma has been it's booming with indie bands coming out. How do you guys see yourself? Where do you guys see yourself fitting in with the likes of the Flaming Lips, the Starlight Mints?
Well, really, for us, it's like Toby Keith. Okay.
Right.
And
Think
Reba
Garth
McEntire.
Brooks.
That's where
That's sort of more our
we're
niche.
channeling that.
Right.
Okay. We're moving more in that direction every day, and we're just trying to reinvent red dirt. So it's a very important art form. It's an Oklahoma art form, and we want to
stay true to our roots in Oklahoma.
Absolutely.
These weird psychedelic bands, I feel like, are really giving Oklahoma a bad name.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Oklahoma and the Flaming Lips, I want to go to you guys are managed by Scott Booker, and who manages the Flaming Lips. Now he's kind of a local celebrity around here. How has he influenced you guys?
Well, he actually adopted all of us, by the way, and we're all grateful.
He made
to
you wear
him for
white.
Exactly.
He's told us what to do. He's everything that we do as a band has been written down, written instructions. We have a manual somewhere.
Actually, from Scott. I don't know.
That Scott gave us, and he's very totalitarian, and sometimes
Basically, not a pleasant.
No, when I first met him, he was kind of like Smokey the Bear, really environmental.
Gentle guy, yeah.
Just
turns into like a Mussolini after time.
Yeah, but after a while, he's like, here, read this, and sign
do this,
it.
do that.
So he's making you guys do a new album, then, I suppose.
We didn't even want to do it.
No,
we didn't want to do it. We wanted to work on our farm.
And this is the farm. So this is what you if the music career doesn't work out for you.
And I hope it doesn't.
no.
I really don't. I mean, because it's like there are better things to do than wear white.
Well,
I don't think it's very flattering on me anyway.
Well, if you go on the farm, it's you know, it'll get kind of dirty.
Heck yeah.
So, all right, we're gonna. Can you guys tell us a little bit about? So you have the orange or the yellow EP,
Yes.
the red EP. Can you guys, you know, assuming the music career does work out, can you guys tell us where you do plan to go with an LP in the future?
Well, the first thing that will be released from us officially is going to be our orange record, and it's a mixture of the red and yellow, and then we're working on green next.
I wanted to do Clear, which was just about an hour of silence, but
You guys,
I got voted out.
Keep it abstract, you guys.
Right.
That works great. Well, thank you guys for coming. You guys are going to leave us with another performance. But before that, we're going to go to Julie Musgrave, who has more on color music, and she's going to give you information on the next show. Julie?
Thanks, David. Very interesting interview, to say the least. Well, the guys are going to close us out with a performance of You Can Call Me By My Name. But first, if you would like to know more information about the band's music, videos, merchandise, or tour dates, be sure to check out their official website at www.colourmusic.net, or you can MySpace them at myspace.com/colourmusic. That's it for the show. Stay tuned for the next set. Norman rock group The Neighborhood will be stopping by. For David Burkhart, I'm Julie Musgrave. We'll see you next week.